We are breaking down your first look at Bachelor in Paradise. Hey everyone, welcome back to another shared news update. As one season of The Bachelorette has officially come to a close, we are gearing up for another round of our favorite spinoff, Bachelor in Paradise, which returns to ABC on Thursday, September 28th. We are going to break down the trailer that they gave us at the finale of Charity season. But before we do, if you are new here, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you never miss out on any Bachelor Nation updates. As always, I'm your host, Morgan Wright, joined by the lovely Kayla Thompson. Kayla, after seeing this teaser on Charity's finale, what was your overall feeling? Were you excited? Were you worried? Were you a little scared? What were you feeling?
I was all of those things and more.
Yeah.
Okay, Morgan, I was at one point watching this part of the finale. I think I almost like accidentally flipped the table over because I got up so quick, like, what? Like reacting to something. I mean, wow, this season of Bachelor in Paradise looks jam-packed with, so many heavy hitters in the cast already that we can spot out. People coming back to the beach that we did not expect, coupling up, and just, it seems very dramatic. It should be very interesting. So I can't wait to get our magnifying glasses out and just, really see what we can sleuth out on what's gonna happen this season, because it looks wild. For sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think the teaser was really captivating, and let's not waste any time. Let's get our magnifying glasses out and let's go ahead and break this trailer down piece by piece. Let's do it.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, is that Kat and Brayden? Is it?
I think that that's actually, from what I can tell, looks like it could be John Henry. And maybe I don't know who the girl is, but it looks like John Henry maybe. The hair. It's the hair, the way it's like laying in the front.
Right.
Could be him.
Yeah,
from
the
Charity
only
season.
reason why I thought maybe it was Kat and Brayden is because we do know, because of the men tell all, that they have kind of like a little love connection in Paradise. And then when they were playing this during the finale, they had Kat at the bottom of the screen in the little infamous yellow box. So I was thinking maybe she's reacting to herself, like, making out on TV. But I also don't know if that looks like Brayden. But anyways, we have a lot of other people to look at. So let's not get fixated on this first scene.
Yes.
Paradise is back. And it's gonna hit harder than ever.
Okay, yeah, again, we're just getting really quick glimpses of people. I thought I saw Kylie. Yeah, that looks like Kylie and Avon from Rachel's season, which we do know that, based later in the trailer, that Rachel does come back. So that could be interesting. Let's go ahead and go to the next clip until we really get something juicy.
This is crazy. Paradise is crazy. There's so much going on.
Get ready for a wild time on the beach.
Would you suck my toes?
Well,
I don't know who these people are. Do you?
That looks like Pete or something. Is his name Pete from
Is that the pizza guy?
from the last season of The Bachelorette, from Gabby and Rachel's Pizza. Yeah, I think he maybe actually had a feud with the pizza guy. I can't remember his name, but he was the one that was his pizza guy. I can't remember his name, guys. Write this in the
Pizza
comments.
guy.
But he threw his jacket into the pool at one of the group dates on Gabby and Rachel's season.
Oh, yes.
But
Okay.
the girl,
okay.
I'm not sure who the girl is. She might be from Zach's season, like an early like one who went home.
Yeah.
But
'Cause I want to
sucking
say,
the
like,
toes is crazy.
for as many people as I recognized in this teaser, there's also a lot of people that I didn't, that I had to be like, hold on, who is that and who is that? But we I don't remember. Do you remember who that is? I don't remember who that is.
Okay, yes. So this is Genevieve from Zach's season of The Bachelor. She went home like maybe week 3 or something, but she on night
Okay.
1 like made Zach change like a fake baby diaper.
Why do
Yeah.
you
So I
remember
thought
all
she was
this?
so girl, my brain. Who knows? Who knows how I can remember this?
I love it.
But yeah, tons of familiar faces for sure. I think it's interesting to see Braden's response of just like Paradise is crazy because there's so many people who are like new to the franchise who don't really probably know what that this exists, that this is Paradise, what it is. So it's gonna
Yeah.
be fun to watch a lot of newbies who, their first introduction was recently of, the franchise. And so oh, it's gonna be crazy. They're gonna be cutting up for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we see Brayden, we saw a little bit of Aaron. So those are two guys right off the
Mhm.
bat that are coming in hot from charity season. Let's see if we can spot that looks
Mhm.
like Jess from Zach's season.
That did
So
look like Jess.
let's see who else we can spot in the next clip.
Your toes, they do look good. Why not?
Sexy dates.
Things are heating up. They are heating up.
He's so hot. There's like 42 abs.
Okay. Go ahead. What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Okay. Y'all run it back to the very beginning of that clip because I saw that is in fact Jordan V and Rachel Recchia making out on the beach.
No.
For
No,
sure. For sure. That is Jordan V and Rachel Recchia. This is the guy this was Rachel's first one-on-one date on her season. And she sent him home, like on the date, because she wasn't really feeling it. And now
She
look.
looks like she's feeling it now.
She's
Like,
feeling
how could
something
that
now.
have changed? See, I
Oh,
feel
this
like
is gonna be interesting.
there's this one guy from charity season that I feel like looks like this. He had like little blonde curly hair. But he got like very little screen time. So I'm not convinced. I think it's a good theory, and you're probably right. But I'm throwing my hat in
Oh,
the
it's
ring
Jordan
and
V.
saying that this you're positive.
I'm positive. I'll bet money on it. I would bet money on it.
Don't tell us they end up together, Kayla. No spoilers here. No spoilers.
No spoilers, no
I
spoilers.
mean, but I mean, just in general, seeing Rachel, it's always a big deal. I think when the leads are down on the beach, it's kind of a newer
Mhm.
thing that's been happening in these later seasons of Paradise. So, Rachel coming down for another chance at love. Let's see who else comes down the
Mhm.
stairs.
On his body. Don't you just want to lick him? I do.
Hi, Jess. How are you?
Rachel, it's so good seeing you.
And 4 former bachelorettes
It's me.
crashing the party.
I mean, we were all in shock seeing this. So
Ooh.
we know Rachel is going
Yeah.
down for love. Hannah and Charity are both in relationships, so they're probably mentors of some type. But
Mhm.
or like, giving out a date card or whatever. The wild card here is Katie Thurston, which, she's on a different
Yeah.
reality show right now. So I think it's safe to say that she didn't find love in paradise, but we do see Blake Moynes, her ex-fiance there a
Mhm.
little bit later
Mhm.
in the trailer. And, from some things I've seen online, there are theories or rumors or whatever you want to call it that Katie comes down to have kind of this closure talk with Blake on camera. Have you heard that? What are your thoughts on that?
It's funny, I haven't heard that at all. I didn't even know Katie was gonna be on the season. I'd heard Blake was probably gonna be there, but I had no idea because of F-Boy Island, right? That Katie would be
Mm.
there. But when I first saw this, that's what I thought because of what you just said. Closure conversation, because I thought back to Kendall and Joe, like, them being engaged and her coming back to kind of have some sort of conversation and fully let it go. But I don't know. That's interesting. I wonder if that's really warranted, like, because they weren't together that long. It's been a minute since they broke up. So I don't really get it, but I guess it'll be interesting to watch for sure. Um, yeah, just the fact that there's so many bachelorettes coming down is interesting in and of itself, especially with their past contestants like Tyler being back from, coming on another
Mhm.
season back to back of Paradise, and Rachel is going to be on this season. That's actually what makes the leads returning. Really, really fascinating as they're running back into, cast members from their season, but now they're
Flame.
on a level playing field. So
Yeah,
that's interesting.
that will be interesting. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next clip.
What?
She's here to date?
Here to date.
No. Hi, guys. Game over. Like, I'll just go on home.
Katie!
I don't think Blake's gonna be happy that I'm here.
Okay, yeah. So still just kind of setting up the scene. I mean, we know that Hannah Brown is not there to date anybody because she's been with her boyfriend Adam for a number of years and she's got a date card in her hand. So I'm assuming she's just giving it to someone else. Hannah Brown would never be going on a date with Brayden. Like, let's just put it out there, point blank, period. But then we kind of get some confirmation about what we were just discussing when Katie says, I don't think Blake's going to be happy that I'm here. He's sitting next to Jess in this scene that they kind of pieced together. So maybe, and they look kind of cozy. So
They
maybe
look a
that's
little
a
close.
budding love connection.
That's interesting for sure. I don't know. That's fascinating. I think Jess is going to be kind of I have a feeling she's going to be a hot commodity, like an undercover hot commodity where a lot of guys are into Jess. So could be for sure.
All right, let's keep watching.
Like, this is the first time they've seen each other since their breakup.
I don't think there's a worse scenario.
Plus,
Let me get the medic to the beach, please.
Yeah, so we kind of see that they do have this sit down conversation. We don't really know in this aspect, right, whether or not Katie is like wanting to get back together with Blake, if they're wanting to give things another try. But like you said, she's on F Boy Island, so we know that they don't end up together. I'm actually pretty surprised because, everybody that's on this beach is under a contract with ABC that they would let her go on another reality show before this aired. That's kind of surprising to me.
Yeah, that's true. You would think that there would be some sort of non-compete in one of the contracts. Or even there's that, but even just the fact that they're trying to edit it in a way of like, even Hannah Brown, like as if we don't know, like outside of the Bachelor bubble, what reality is. Like we know Hannah Brown is not dating. She's, like you said, she's in a relationship. Katie is going on F Boy Island, so clearly we know the end game here. But yeah, who knows? I mean, I guess maybe it's probably about something else. I doubt Katie wants to get back with Blake, but Blake's response is interesting of like, this could not be worse, but that could be reacting to something else. You never know. They could be clipping things together out of order. So it's making me interested for sure. It's doing its job.
Yeah, just thinking of the logistics, like you said. I mean, this to me says that Katie's there for an hour and then she leaves, because you really can't. You can't be going on multiple dating shows if you're, contractually obligated. But if it's a bit looser, where she's just coming down for one conversation, she's only going to be on one episode, then obviously she has a little bit more flexibility if she's not actually dating anybody on the beach. But I mean, yes, this trailer has been wild so far, but I think this next clip is maybe the wildest thing we've ever seen in Bachelor Nation.
Oh my gosh.
someone has a serious medical emergency.
I am going on 9 days of no pooping.
If we still haven't had
Girl, I want to watch the rest of this clip and then we'll get the reaction to it.
movement, sunrise tomorrow morning, we'll have to deliver almost like a poo baby.
Deliver a poop baby out of your...
Why they had to put the turtle, like, we did not need this visual. I mean, talk about just things that you would never expect to see in a trailer for Bachelor in Paradise. And I also don't know who this is. Do you know who this is?
I was going to ask you, I don't remember who this is. To be honest, y'all, this entire segment of the preview, I was checked out for, maybe because of Blake and Katie or something. I'm like, what is going on right now? This is really, really TMI, honestly.
Yes. Yes, I mean, I think it takes being vulnerable to a whole nother level. Like, this is just vulnerability at its finest.
For sure. I mean, I guess 9 days is a long time, but is it that long? I just feel like, I don't know. I'm just like, it's not like it's
That's
3
a long
weeks.
time.
Yeah, that's a lot.
9 days is still a long time. That is a medical emergency,
That's
so
pretty
there's your
bad. That's pretty
PSA for
bad.
the day. All right, let's keep
You're right.
watching.
What?
Are you insane? Just remember one thing. It's not your poop baby. It's gonna be our poop baby.
Who will find their soulmate?
Okay, so once again, we're just trying to sneak and see. That's definitely John from charity season. And is that
John.
Eliza?
Eliza. He's back.
Okay. Interesting pairing. You
back
know,
and-
Eliza had a rough time last year.
Interesting
She was
pairing.
caught in between Justin and Rodney and really went back and forth between that. She even went to New Jersey to try to win Justin back, and that didn't pan out.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of here for Eliza and John, potentially.
I'm kind of here for it too. It's kind of giving. Love
Yes.
that John is clearly he's got a type. Okay, he likes the brown girls. I love that for him. I'm interested now. I didn't know that John was going to be on the beach, so that's really interesting. So yeah. And Aaron S. and this woman, we can't remember her name, clearly have some sort of relationship going because he's like, it's our baby. which
It's
is
our
crazy.
poop baby.
Okay.
Yes.
But there might be kind of a budding relationship there too. That might be a couple on the beach.
Yeah, and then in the coming clip, speaking of Aaron S., he had a little bit of drama with, I believe, another pilot, Peter, that we saw kind of play out on the Men Tell All. And I saw the two of them having an exchange here on the beach. So that could be some drama to come. So let's keep watching.
I feel so happy with you.
I'm very happy.
Kylie, I haven't felt like this in a while.
This is crazy. Getting a second chance. I think things happen for a reason.
Toast to
Okay, you're
did I
right. You were right.
say?
It's Rachel and Jordan
Thank
V.
you.
Second
Pay up.
chance. I'm telling you. I'm
Just
telling you.
kidding.
So maybe this is a strong love connection. Kylie and Avon, we hear talking
That
here. We see
seems
them
like-
talking as well. That's not, I don't think that's not Avon, I don't think. But before, yeah, that definitely is
Yeah.
Kylie and Avon, which I've heard that they
Mm.
get hot and heavy on this season of Paradise, but will they leave the show together? TBD.
Right.
Let's go on to the next
But it
clip.
sounds like he's really serious. Yeah.
Finding someone that can match my crazy.
I am falling for the girl.
You're the best man that's ever came into my life.
Liza, really am falling in love with you.
Oh, okay. Eliza again in the middle of these
What?
love
Eliza?
triangles. What is going on? I mean, if Aaron feels comfortable enough to say that he's falling in love, I think it's safe to say that either things don't work out with her and John B, or she's right smack dab in the middle of another triangle, just like she was last year. We hear Kat say to Brayden, "You're like the best thing that's ever happened to me, or the best thing to ever come into my life." That's a bit of a plot
That's
twist.
crazy.
I mean, what are
And
you
then
making of these
yeah.
couples? Do you feel any of them are really strong?
I mean, my reaction is just I feel like I'm in the dryer. Like I'm just on a spinning. I'm like, what? Like, because first, before we see Kat and Brayden have a conversation, we see Brayden on a one-on-one date with Rachel, which is interesting
Yes.
because they were sitting together at the finale. Well, it seems like it could be Brayden. It seems like the same date. Yeah, that's definitely Brayden and Rachel. So I think that that's very interesting. My suspicion is that it probably won't go very far. I think the relationship that could have more of a longevity is with him and Kat. I think Aaron B and Eliza. I don't know. I think. Oh yeah, that is Eliza. Okay, I was just gonna say, let me make sure that is Eliza from behind it. It definitely is. Same hairstyle, same date setting. Eliza is getting herself into the same predicament. But I don't
She's
know.
that
I think
girl.
one thing we do know about she is that girl. She really is. One thing we do know about Aaron B though is I feel like he's one to kind of maybe not fall fast, but I feel like if he can declare like this is how I feel about you, I'm falling in love, he's gonna do that like when he feels it, because I think it's more like I'm gonna put my stake in. I'm gonna put my flag in the ground on this. You know what I mean? Does
Hmm.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
think I wonder how deep it actually is for Eliza, because I think we saw with Charity, Aaron was very like, okay, Aaron, you're saying a lot of like big things, but it's like,
Yeah.
really? Like you really feel like that? Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I don't know. I'm interested. I'm very interested.
All good observations. Let's see what happens next.
Who will leave in tears?
I don't feel like I can trust him.
I feel betrayed at this point.
Do this like the best way I can. 9-0 respect for you. None.
Okay, yeah. So here's the moment I've been waiting for with Pilot Peter and what's his name? You know his name. I keep forgetting his name.
Aaron S.
Yes. So obviously they had drama on the men tell all, and that's going to
Mhm.
boil over in the season of Paradise. I mean, you know that they like to kind of put frenemies on the beach together. So it's like, is this something that will eventually become like them going for the same girl, or is it more or less,
Mm,
their personalities clashing, the same thing? But this guy went home night one, so he's kind of getting
mhm.
another chance. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts about
Yeah, I
these two and
love.
their feud?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. My perspective is a little like different, just because first we know that this was actually shot. Paradise was filmed before the Men Tell All was filmed, so I think that actually what happened on the beach actually was kind of a residual. Like that's why Aaron S was so upset with Peter on Men Tell All. But I think what we're seeing is from what we saw in Men Tell All, it's clear. Of course, Peter went home night one, but I guess in the process of you know the audition of being there night one, a lot of the guys didn't like him, and so they had this inside joke of posting their profile when the season came out of FP. He saw that. He's upset. So maybe he's trying to debrief it with Aaron S. on the beach now on Paradise, right? And maybe that's the start of this friction between them. And then, of course, producers are probably going to jump on that and, have a girl on the beach that they're both interested in or something like that. So I think it'll be probably really dumb, but it'll be some drama for sure. But yeah,
Well,
I
it
think
makes
it's kind of
more
like a
sense
side
too.
of it.
It
Huh?
makes more sense to why producers would put this feud in the Men Tell All between two guys that we really didn't see a lot of on Charity season. We're like,
Mhm.
who is this and
Mhm.
why are they fighting and why don't they get
Yeah.
along? Maybe planting a seed for what's to come, obviously, on this season of Paradise. So let's continue watching. See what happens next.
What the is going on? I don't want to do this. This right here is the Paradise Truth Box.
Truth box is definitely gonna destroy.
Oh no. What's
like
in the truth box?
that.
I feel like this is going to be so bad because these people are going to be ruthless in that truth box. They're going to be coming out guns blazing. I feel like they keep taking things from Love Island, or at least
That
ideas
was
from
my
Love
question.
Island, on how
Yeah.
to, how to stir up some drama. Obviously, Love Island doesn't have
Mhm.
a truth box, but they play a lot of these games where they're like, who's the
Okay,
least
okay.
compatible and who's only, in a
Right.
performative relationship or things like that. So I could really see that going down this type of path. And I mean, a tale as old as time. Rachel is crying over something. I feel like we saw her
Oh,
cry
no.
so much during her season. Poor girl.
So
She just
much.
wears her heart on her sleeve and she gets her feelings hurt.
She does.
So is it the truth box that maybe is going to hurt her feelings? I think in the next clip we see someone smashes
Mm.
it on the ground. So I don't think it's going to end well for anybody.
Some couples.
Oh my God, dude!
What is going on here? It's like a madhouse.
And who will decide to get married in
Okay, yeah. So we see the
Hmm.
truth box causes some drama. I feel like this whole scene is kind of just squealing in the background and people running around. They're trying to make it seem like it's going to be dramatic, and all these scenes have nothing to do with each other. They're just in a random montage
Probably,
together.
yes.
But it sets us up
Yeah.
for this really interesting plot twist that someone gets married. Let's watch this next clip because I think we're going to see a little bit more of it, and then we can make some predictions on who this is.
Okay.
Paradise.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Find out on the season premiere of Bachelor in Paradise. Coming.
I have literally no idea. I mean, do you have any clue as to who potentially is getting married here?
Okay, so first thought is I don't think it's anyone from this current season or maybe even the past few seasons.
Mhm.
Because the other cast aren't very expressive. They seem a little like, all right, who is this? I'm just
Yeah.
brushing the sand out of my eyelash. I don't even know who these people are, kind of vibe, right? So it's probably a past couple who've been engaged for a minute. I am trying to think. I don't know.
I have a
Maybe it
hot
could
take.
be okay. You have a hot take, share, because I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's a gimmick. I don't think it's actually anybody that they know. Because I mean, that no offense, but that is not a Lane ring.
Right.
You know, these people have huge diamonds when they get engaged on the show. I feel like we've seen Becca and Thomas's rings. That's not it. I feel like they've really been pushing this narrative on past seasons of Paradise. Does anybody want to get married? Does anybody want to get married? Does anybody want to get married? And obviously everybody says no. So would it be like a shtick to have Jesse Palmer be like, since you guys are here and are in love, see that ring
Yeah.
looks a little different. Maybe that is, but since you guys are here and in
Mhm.
love, like let's have a date with all you couples and watch these people get married. Do you get what I'm saying?
I do get what you're saying. It could be something like they're super fans of the show and they're here in Mexico and we're gonna marry
Yeah.
them. And yeah. For sure. Could see that happening. Or some type of they're adjacently connected to the franchise or something and they're getting married. I don't know. But I think you're onto something for sure. I think we're both kind of saying a similar thing of they clearly I don't think they know them. So it's the cast. They don't know this couple. So I think it
Yeah.
is
I
some
mean,
kind
I
of fake
think
out. Absolutely.
And I think I was maybe looking at the wrong hand. This might be the actual hand because the ring does look a little bit bigger.
Yes.
I mean, maybe
Yes.
it could be like a commitment ceremony between Becca and Thomas, potentially. But I mean, I just don't think that anybody's
I don't think
actually getting
so.
married on the beach. I think it's just gonna
Yeah.
be
I don't think that Becca
another
and
one of those
Thomas would
things.
do it. Just their relationship with the franchise seems on the rocks. It's not
Strained.
completely
Yeah.
over. So,
Yeah.
but this was a wild trailer though. This was a wild
Yeah.
trailer.
And that was it for the trailer. Ended on a cliffhanger. We're going to be studying those hands from now until September 28th. It is on on a new day, Thursday night, September 28th. The Golden Bachelor is going to be from 8 to 9 and then Bachelor in Paradise directly after between 9 to 11. Do you have thoughts on the day change here?
Yeah, I mean, Thursday. Sheesh. Bachelor is really
Yeah.
losing its stake in ABC. I mean, they've always had Monday or Tuesday or both. So the fact that they lose that Monday slot, but then also have to share the same night is interesting. But yeah, I mean, Thursday's gonna probably throw off our little schedule. I'm so used to being earlier in the week than later. I don't really
Yeah.
know, but yeah, well, I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, it's interesting. For as long as I can remember, Mondays have been Bachelor days, Thursdays have been Grey's Anatomy days. But, with the writer's strike, I think it's pretty safe to say that new
Mhm.
seasons of maybe a Grey's Anatomy or a Station 19 aren't coming out
Yeah,
anytime soon. And then Dancing with the Stars is coming back to ABC. So we're going to see a lot of reality
right.
series, this fall. So,
Mhm.
Dancing with the Stars on Monday and then the Bachelor franchise moving to Thursday, which is just interesting. It's going to be
Yeah,
different for
makes
us.
sense.
I feel like I
For
loved
sure.
Mondays because it gave me a whole week to actually get through the
Mm,
episodes, but with
yeah,
Thursday, we have
yeah.
less time before the weekend. But Super excited for the Golden Bachelor, super excited for Bachelor in Paradise. And it's just nice to have a date. So mark your calendars, Thursday, September 28th, both of those premieres. Let us know in the comments any of your thoughts, your opinions about the trailer. I mean, there is so much stuff to dive in here, whether it's the return of Rachel Recchia or Brayden being a hot commodity, whatever it is, we love to hear from our shared news family. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel, ring the bell before you head out. You can also come say hi to myself and Kayla. Our social media handles are on the screen now, but if not, we'll see you back next time for more Bachelor Nation news. See you guys. Have a good day.
Bye, guys.